Text and see. So Titus is home. What are you streaming, or what are you doing the game changer through? Never mind. Oh boy. By Jan Robinson with a big run. Here comes the blue. Test one, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, check of the real rhyme wrecker. 1, 2, 3. Clipper Magazine Stadium, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Test one, 1, 2, 3. Check, check of the real rhyme wrecker. 1, 2, 3. Clipper Magazine Stadium, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Crazy. Check one, 1, 2, 3. Check one, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, check of the real rhyme wrecker. Check 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's right here is what I'm doing. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. Clipper Magazine Stadium here in beautiful Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Buck U taking on Titus baseball. Hmm. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Test 1, 2, 3. Mic check 1, 2, 3. Check 1, 2, 3. Clipper Magazine Stadium. We're getting ready for first pitch.
So between innings, we're gonna have to kill the sounds. We're gonna take this.
Take it down.
Take that down. I can't figure
That's
out
fine.
why it's not showing.
That's fine.
This will get going here, boys. Let's do it. So I'm assuming that was the case. This game.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
3, 2.
And good Sunday morning, everyone. Joining you for game number 2 here at Clipper Magazine Stadium in beautiful Lancaster, Pennsylvania for the College Dreamstream series, powered by BFA Sports and Baseball U Philly. Al Fisher on BFA Sports bringing us to you live along with the crew here. We have game number 2 between Titus Baseball Academy and Baseball U Scranton, a.k.a. Buck U. And we're ready for another good one, folks. On the mound for Titus Baseball Academy is number 1, Alex Hinton, out of Wilmington, Delaware. Hinton held it down over at first base for Titus Baseball. Now on the mound. He'll face Blasey, Healy, and Kerstead from Scranton squad. We're getting ready for some baseball. Absolutely glorious day here in Lancaster. And the first pitch from Hinton. It's a fastball low and away for a ball. And the 1-0 pitch catches the outside corner for a strike call to Blasey. If I'm saying his name wrong, hopefully parents will come over and correct me. So he's out of Sullivan County, 5'9", 145. And he swings through the 1-1 offering from Hinton. It's now 1-2. And a 1-2 pitch is low and away for a ball. It's now 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouled into the screen, straight back. It stays 2-2. Hinton gets his sign and winds. And the pitch. Low for a ball. Count now full to Blasey. And a 3-2 pitch. Popped up. Third base side, giving chase. And running out of room. Blasey will make his way back to the batter's box with a full count. Connor Healy waits on deck. Thomas Kerstead in the hole. And that 3-2 payoff pitch is fouled straight back. Hinton winds, and the 3-2 pitch is high and inside, ball 4. So Blasey will be a leadoff base runner here at the top of the first. That'll bring up Connor Healy. Dallas High School. There goes the runner on the first pitch, and umpire says dead ball, so Blasi will have to return to first base. Quick throw to first base by Hinton. Does not get Blasi as he gets back in time. Defensively for Titus baseball. Bainhoff in left, Deloso in center, Kwaka in right, Frank O'Hanlon, Truesdell, and Hanna. The infield, and that pitch is fouled away. Blasi was going on the pitch. Visovich behind the dish, and Hinton on the mound. Still a full count. Actually, not a full count. It's 0-2, I should say, to Healy. And that 0-2 pitch is tight for a ball. It's now 1-2. And a 1-2 pitch. Pop fly, left field. Bainhoff has a beat on it and makes the squeeze for out number 1. Healy's retired. That'll bring up Thomas Kerstead. Kerstead at a Wallenpaupack High School. 6 foot 185. Blasi at first with a nice lead. Checks him. There he goes. Here's the throw down to second. He gets in there standing with a stolen base. So Blasi now in scoring position. Kerstead took the first pitch over for a strike. And here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball. It's 1-1. We're in the top of the first here at Clipper Magazine Stadium as you're watching the College Dreamstream series powered by BFA as that one bounces up there for a ball. Count 2-1 to Kerstead. And here's the 2-1 pitch coming from Hinton. Breaking pitch doesn't quite break enough as it's inside for a ball. It's now 3-1. That ball's lifted to center field. Taking back Deloso. He makes a beautiful catch. And Blasi's got to make his way back to second. That's out number 2. So Deloso taking the deep right center field. Makes a beautiful play defensively. And that is out number 2. That will bring up Peter Wozniak. And he fouls the first offering back behind the screen. On 1 to count to Wozniak. And that's a shot to right center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Blasi's going to score easily for the first run of this contest. Wozniak going into second base, and they do not get him. And he gets himself a stand-up double. Wozniak put a charge into that one.
16U Scranton.
And still 2 outs. That'll bring up James McGinn. McMinn, I should say. It's McMyNne. Could be McMine. Swing and a miss. A big cut. Ground ball to third. Frank goes across the diamond over to Hannah, and that will end the inning, but not before. Baseball U Scranton plates 1 on 1 hit. No errors, 1 left. We will go to the bottom half of the first with your score 1-0. And we move to the bottom of the first inning. Andrew Wallace on the mound for Baseball U Scranton. He'll face Deloso, O'Hanlon, and Coyne here in the bottom of the first. Buck U plates 1 in the top half of the first, so Titus Baseball Academy looking to answer back. Deloso will lead this one off. Also already shown he can play some center field, really track down a nice fly ball in the right center field gap for a big play. That runner at second base had a great jump heading to third, and he had to scamper back after they also tracked that one down. And that 1-0 pitch misses the mark. It's now 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. High for a ball. It's 3-0. And a 3-0 pitch. Over for a strike call. Little humpback liner. Tough hop there. Here's the throw to first base, but not in time. So they also will lead off with a tough call here how we're going to score this one. Backhanded by shortstop Healy. Could not quite come up with it. We're going to call an E6 by the official scorekeeper. We won't mention any names. His last name starts with Stasic. But they also is at first base with nobody out. It's a good call by the official scorekeeper. Also, what a huge lead over at first. That ball's lifted to center field, hit pretty well. Another play made there by Blasi in center field for out number 1. So Hannon retired with a fly out the center. That'll bring up Ryan Coyne. Coyne, game number 1, pitched a heck of a game. Went 5 strong innings. So that pitch is low for a ball. That also goes. That one gets by catcher Gonzalez, and he'll get there without a throw. Saldoso at second base, or 1 out, in scoring position. That pitch is high and tight for a ball. Also takes his lead at second, and the pitch. Over for a strike. Balls checks the runner, Deloso at second. Winds and the pitch. On the inside corner for a strike. So counts run to full to Coyne. Big spot for him to tie this one up. A big hole between first and second base. Stetz returns and makes a move over to second. There's a ball ripped to center field. Nice play there made by Blasi for out number 2. It'll be up to Alex Hinton to help himself out. Picture perfect day here in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Not a cloud in the skies. Blue skies all around. And the first pitch is lifted to center field. And all 3 outs were made by Blasi, as that will end the inning. So no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left. We will go to the top of the second with your score 1-0 here on PFA. All right, we move to the top of the second inning. Alex Hinton back on the mound for Titus Baseball. He'll face Evan Gonzalez, Andrew Wallace, and Cale Hafner here in the top half of the second. Titus Baseball holds a 1-0 lead on this week 4 football Sunday, but it is the boys of summer moving into fall today here on BFA. And the first pitch caught him on the shoulder, so Evan Gonzalez will find himself down at first base after he was hit by a pitch. So, got to bring up Andrew Wallace. And the first pitch to him is fouled straight back. Wallace at Delaware Valley High School. 6 foot, 140 pounds. And a swing and a miss on that offering from Hinton. Runner holds. That pitch is fouled straight back. Hinton checks the runner. Gonzalez fakes, does not go, and that pitch is low and away for a ball. There he goes. Here's the throw down to second base. Not in time as Gonzalez steals second. Good throw by Vahizovic. And the count now moves to 2-2. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Ball low and inside. It's now 3-2. Andrew Wallace at the plate with a full count. Evan Gonzalez at second after he was hit by a pitch and stole a base, and that is ball 4. So 2 on, nobody out. And that'll bring up Cale Hafner. Hafner out of North Pocono High School takes the first pitch over for a called strike. Stands at 6'4", 165. Throws left and bats left. He rips that one down the right field side, but foul. Count now 0-2 to Hafner. And that was a breaking ball, low and inside. This count moves to 1-2. Runners at first and second base, nobody out. His baseball U PA Scranton looks to pile some more runs here in the top half of the second. And a 1-2 pitch is low and away for balls. The count evens up at 2-2. There's a 2-2 pitch. Foul tip. Hefner stays alive. Hinton checks the runners. And a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So Hefner goes down swinging for out number 1. And with 1 down and 2 on, that'll bring up Mason Stetz. Stetz out of Dunmore High School, 6 foot, 150 pounds. Primarily a middle infielder, I should say. He takes that pitch inside for a ball. Count now 2-0. And that 2-0 pitch is high and outside. It's now 3-0 to Stetz, with runners at first and second and 1 out. And that one catches the outside corner for a strike. Runners do not go, and that's ball 4. The bases are now loaded. That'll bring up Ben Kolakowski. I'm going to correct myself and say Ben Kolakowski out of Riverside High School, 5'10", 145. He takes the first pitch high for a ball. And a 1-0 pitch is over for a strike call. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ben Kolakowski at the plate as he faces Hinton. And a 1-1 pitch. Inside for a ball. It's 2-1. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Lifted, first base side. Stetz makes the call. Oh, and he drops the baseball. But the batter is automatically out. Infield fly rule was in effect with less than 2 outs. So it's now 2 down. Kolakowski is retired. And that'll bring up Alex DeCandis out of Western Wayne High School, 5'5", 130. And he hits that one softly to third. Frank is going to get the force out at third, and that will end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 3 left. We'll go to the bottom of the second with your score 1-0 here on BFA. All right, we move to the bottom of the second inning. Andrew Wallace back on the mound for Baseball U Scranton. We like to call him Buck U. He'll face Alex Frank, Trey Truesdell, and Justin Benhoff here in the bottom half of the second. Absolute gorgeous Sunday morning. Actually, now Sunday afternoon. It's now 12:06 on the clock. Again, week 4 of the NFL season, but we've got the boys of summer here in this College Dreamstream series. Bringing it to you live. If you're not watching through Game Changer, you want to get all the bells and whistles, subscribe. Everything's right there for you. Highlight clips of your favorite player. The scoreboard, you get everything there. There's a line drive right at second baseman who makes the squeeze and the play. As that was hit on a button right to Stetz. But he makes the squeeze for out number 1. And with 1 down, that'll bring up Trey Truesdell. And looks like a repeat of last plays. That one's a line out to second base. So 2 pitches, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Both made by Stetz. And 2 down here. And that'll bring up Justin Benhoff. And he takes the first pitch and fouls it off as Titus baseball staying aggressive at the plate. Wallace winds and the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball just missed. This count evens up at 1-1. Bohanna waits on deck. And a 1-1 pitch. High and tight for a ball. It's 2-1. Here's a 2-1 pitch from Wallace. High ball 3. 3-1 the count to Benninghoff with 2 down here in the bottom of the second. And that 3-1 pitch is over for a strike call. So the count moves to full to Benninghoff. As Wallace winds and the payoff pitch. Ball 4. So Benninghoff will be a 2-out base runner at first. That'll bring up the first baseman, Bo Hanna. Over first base goes Wallace. Benninghoff gets back in time. That line drive to right field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Benninghoff will make his way over to third base. Runners at first and third with 2 outs. As Titus Baseball tries to get a rally going here, 2 down. With runners at the corners, that'll bring up Drew Quokka. And he takes the first pitch over for a strike. That pitch is low and away for a ball. The count evens up at 1-1. Drew Quokka playing right field today for Titus Baseball. Ground ball to third. Scoops and fires across the diamond. Oh, a tough one-hopper to run will score. And Titus Baseball has knotted this one up at 1-1. Benninghoff scored in the last play. Hefner had a tough time handling over at first base. A little short hop there, and that'll bring up George Vahizovic. And he takes the first pitch over for a strike. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Wallace retired the first 2 batters and lineouts the second. Walked the third batter, and then Hanna hit a line drive single. It's quickly 0-2 to Vahizovic. And the 0-2 pitch, strike 3, struck him out on a beautiful breaking pitch to end the inning. But Titus Baseball plates 1 on 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 left. We will go to the top of the third with your score, 1-1 here on BFA. And welcome back as we move to the top of the third inning. Blasey, Healy, and Kerstead will face Hinton in this 1-1 contest. I can't say enough how much of a gorgeous afternoon it is here, Sunday afternoon at Clipper Magazine Stadium in beautiful Lancaster, one of my favorite places on earth. There's the first pitch, is a little humpback liner. It's Truesdale will retire Blasey on one pitch. And Connor Healy will now step into the batter's box. He flew out to left field his first time up. And the first pitch to Healy. As he swings at the first pitch and pops it up. And Truesdale will make the catch. This is the way it started in the bottom half of the second. 2 put-out spot to second baseman. And that'll bring up Thomas Kerstead. Kerstead back in the first inning, flew out to center field. The first pitch to Kerstead. Over for a strike call. Two down here in the top of the third. And the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Shallow left. And a squeeze made by O'Hanlon to end the inning. So 1-2-3 goes baseball U Scranton here in the top of the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third where your score 1-1 here on BFA. Bottom of the third we go in this tie contest. We're at top of the order with Mike Deloso leading it off. Big swing and a miss by Deloso. And the 0-1 pitch bounces up there and outside for a ball. It's 1-1. Deloso is a extremely talented center fielder, really covers his position well. And that 1-1 pitch just misses him. It's now 2-1. And a 2-1 pitch misses the mark. The count now moves to 3-1 to Del Oso. And he walked him. So Del Oso will lead off the bottom of the third with a walk. That'll bring up Brooks O'Hanlon. There's a line drive. It's going to fall for a base hit in the right field. Also, with the speed, he's going to go over to third base on the hit. And O'Hanlon moves up to second on the throw. So runners at second and third. Here comes Titus baseball threatening here in the bottom of the third. So O'Hanlon stays hot as he did in game number 1. And I'll bring up Ryan Coyne, who lined out to center field his last time up. And foul tip squeeze by Gonzalez for strike number 1. Coyne 0 for 1 today. As I mentioned, the line drive to center field. And the 0-1 pitch is outside for a ball. It's now 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch is low and inside for a ball. It's 2-1 now to Coyne. And the 2-1 pitch over for a strike. Count evens up at 2-2. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. Runners in scoring position. And the 2-2 pitch is low and away for a ball. The count now moves to full to Ryan Coyne. And a 3-2 pitch. Pop first base side, and it'll go out of play. Count remains 3-2 to Coyne. Here's the payoff pitch from Wallace. Ground ball up the middle. Tough play, gets under the glove of Healy. 1 run's going to score. Here comes the second without a throw, and it's now a 3-1 contest. Favor of Titus baseball. So Coyne gets a CNI single under the glove of Healy. 2 runs score. And it's now 3-1. Over to first base. Try to catch Coyne at first. Still nobody out. And now Alex Hinton at the plate. And he takes a first pitch low and away for a ball. Runner holds. And Hinton takes that one high for a ball. I got to give credit where credit's due. My producer is a heck of a multitasker over here. He's got it all. He's definitely an executive producer. Count. There goes the runner. It's 3-0. So Hinton will find himself down at first base. So runners at first and second. Still nobody out. 2 runs across for Titus baseball, and that'll bring up Alex Frank. Frank lined out the second base to lead off the bottom of the second inning. In that inning, Frank lined out the second. Truesdell lined out the second. And then Benninghoff walked. Hannah lined to right field with a single. And Qualcomm got on by the error by the first baseman that scored the first run for baseball. Here they come threatening again as the first pitch is high and tight for a ball. Ground ball to third. Tough hop there. Tough one to handle for Kirsten. It'll be safe all around. So we'll see how they're going to score that one. And it looks like it's going to be an E5. So we check the official scorekeeper. So bases are loaded for Trey Truesdell. Still nobody out. The first pitch is high and tight for a ball. Ground ball to second. Could this be a double play ball? Flips to second, over to first, double play. The run will score, and it's now a 4-1 contest, but a nice job by Stetz to Healy to Hefner for the 4-6-3 double play. And that first pitch is over for a strike call to Justin Benninghoff. Walked his first time up. And the 0-1 pitch bounces up there for a ball. It's 1-1. And that fastball's out of the zone for a ball. The count moves to 2-1 to Benninghoff. 3 runs across here at the bottom of the third for Titus Baseball Academy. And the pitch is high and tight. Count moves to 3-1. Swing and a miss. And that 3-1 offering from Wallace as the count moves to full to Benninghoff. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, but not before Titus Baseball. Plates 3 on 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 left. We will go to the top of the fourth with your score 4-1 right here on BFA. And welcome back, everybody. So we move to the top of the fourth inning. Buck U comes to the plate. Scranton. Baseball U, Scranton. Pitch is fouled away. It's Peter Wozniak with a doubles last time up, leads this one off. That ball's ripped down the third base line. That's a fair ball. Wozniak will round second, or have to round first because he's got to go to first, and then go to second, but he decides to hold there at first. He'll get himself a single as he's 2 for 2 today. That'll bring up James McMinn. He pops that one up, third base side. Frank gives the call, and he squeezes it for out number 1. And with one down, that'll bring up Evan Gonzalez. That first pitch is fouled straight back. Andrew Wallace waits on deck. And an 0-1 pitch is low and away for a ball. It's 1-1. And that 1-1 pitch is found first base side and out of play as the count moves to 1-2. And that ball's lifted to left field. Benninghoff squeezes it for out number 2. And with 2 down and a runner at first base, that'll bring up Andrew Wallace. Wallace walked his last time up back in the second inning. As he takes the first pitch low for a ball. Titus baseball up 4-1 here in the top of the fourth. Baseball U Scranton looking to answer back. That one's low for a ball. It's now 2-0. And a 2-0 pitch misses the mark. It's now 3-0 to Andrew Wallace.
Number 11. Got to read the numbers. Number 11. He skipped the batter, so it's 11.
All right, so my apologies. It's not Andrew Wallace. It's Cale Hafner. To apologize out there as he was not aware. He had a slight change of the lineup. Finn Avenue in the box. The one and only Finn Avenue.
I try.
You try? What do you mean you try? You do more than try. And that is ball 4. So Cale Hafner will find his way down to first base with 2 outs. Runners at first and second. And I'll bring up Mason Stetz. Stetz walked his last time up. So he takes the first pitch and lifts it up to the first base side. Hannah makes the call and makes the squeeze, and that will end the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. We will go to the bottom of the 4th with your score, 4-1. All right, welcome back. We are now in the bottom of the 4th inning in this 4-1 contest. Hannah, Kwaka, and Vihizovich to face the new pitcher. We'll make sure we get his name right. It's James McMinn on the mound. And that one's ground to second. Gonzalez scoops and fires the first, and the 4-3 putout is successful for out number 1. And with 1 down, that'll bring up Drew Kwaka. And he takes that pitch over for a strike call. James McMinn of Dunmore High School stands at 6 foot 150. Good pitcher's frame. And takes that one over for a strike call. Strike 3 struck him out, looking as Kwaka gets called out on strikes. And here it is again on the game changer replay. Boom, right there on the outside corner. Perfect spot. So with 2 down, that'll bring up George Vahizovic. And the first pitch is inside for a ball. And a 1-0 pitch bounces up there for a ball. It's 2-0. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Pop fly, first base side, and out of play. Ground ball to first. Wallace scoops and he'll take it himself to end the inning. So 1, 2, 3. Goes Titus, I should say, here in the bottom of the fourth. We'll go to the top of the fifth with your score, 4-1. All right, we move to the top of the fifth inning. And the first pitch is inside for a ball. That pitch is lifted to center field. Right at Deloso, who makes the squeeze for out number 1. As Kulikowski. Actually, that should have been DeAndis, I believe, is retired. Actually, James McMinn was the batter who was retired. And that will bring up Evan Gonzalez. Oh, it's not? Okay. Ben Kulikowski pops it up. And it falls safely foul.
27. The kid that they skipped, he had off, and then they skipped down to who was supposed to start.
So that's Ben Kulikowski, 6', 145, out of Riverside High School now at the plate. Some unique changes which you can do in this kind of setting, especially with Showcase Baseball. We had a pitcher warming up, went down to the bullpen. He re-entered, which was McMinn. Got his at bat. So now we have Ben Kulikowski. And he fouls that one at the plate. And a 2-2 pitch is inside for a ball, so the count moves to full to Kulikowski. And a 3-2 pitch. It's a dead ball, but it's ball 4 anyway, so Kulikowski will go down to first base with 1 out. And if I'm correct, this has been a quite unique lineup. It should be Alex DeCandis, I believe. And we're back to normal. Alex DeCandis grounded out unassisted his last time up, first base. Over to first base, not in time. Kulikowski gets back in plenty of time. Hitting checks the runner at first. And a pitch. Snap throw over to first base. One out here at the top of the 5th inning. There's a line drive over the glove, the outstretched glove of Alex Frank, and then it'll go for a base hit. Kulikowski stops at second. Runners at first and second, and only 1 out. Scranton trying to make something late in this contest. Now we'll go back to the top of the lineup with Tucker Blasi stepping to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. He walked in the first, lined out the second in the third. That pitch bounces up there for a ball. Baseball U Scranton down 3 runs here in the top of the 5th. And the pitch outside for a ball. Two 2-0 to count to Tucker Blasi. And a 2-0 pitch. Ball 3. There's a 3-0 pitch from Hinton. Over for a strike call, which kind of took Blasi a little bit off guard. He'll step back into the box. Blasi pounds that one into the home dugout there. Count now 3-2 with Blasi. With runners at first and second. And only 1 out. There's the 3-2 pitch. Bounces up there for ball 4. So the bases are now loaded with Baseball U Scranton players. And that'll bring up Connor Healy. Healy 0 for 2 today. He flew out the left field his first time up and then popped out the second and the third. Tying run at first base in Blasi. And there's a ball ripped to left field. That is going to fall for a base hit. One run's going to score. Here comes the second as DeCantis crosses the plate, and it's a stand-up double for Connor Healy. Here it is on the game changer replay. This one just gets out of the outreached arm of Benninghoff as DeCantis scores. As well as Kulikowski, and it's now a 4-3 contest here in the top of the third with still only one out and runners in scoring position. And I'll bring up Thomas Kerstead. Kerstead 0 for 2 today, flew out to center. He takes that first pitch over for a strike call and popped out to short. And the 0-1 pitch is low and inside for a ball. So count evens up at 1-1. Hinton checks the runner. And the 1-1 pitch. Check swing. Umpire says he did offer. So it's now 1-2 as we're going to check it out in the game changer replay. You make the call at home. One-two pitch is low for a ball, and that count evens up at 2-2 to Kerstead. Is Hinton giving him a heavy dose of breaking pitches. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Low ball 3. Count runs the full to Kerstead. With runners at second and third, still only one out. And 2 runs across for Baseball U Scranton. Here's the payoff pitch. Hard ground ball gets through for a base hit. Blasi will score. They'll hold Healy at third. And we now have ourselves a tie contest, 4-4, here in the top of the 5th. There it is again on the game changer replay. And I'll bring up Peter Wozniak. Wozniak actually is 2 for 2 today. Had a double back in the first, knocked in a run, and then a single in the fourth. He pops that one straight back. Count 1-1 to Peter Wozniak. There goes the runner. Ball patted down the third base side. It's going to be a tough play across the diamond, and Wozniak beats it out for an infield single. Great play down to third base by Frank, but he couldn't recover to make the throw. Wozniak beats it out, and another run scores for Baseball U. And here it is again on the game changer replay. Wozniak continues to put the bat on the ball, and real nice play by Frank. He recovers nicely, goes across the diamond, and Wozniak just beats it out. And that was the seventh batter, so that will end the inning. So 4 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth with your score 5-4. All right, we move to the bottom of the fifth inning. Titus Baseball looks to answer back as Baseball U Scranton plates 4 in the top of the fifth inning. Mike Deloso will lead this one off. He takes the first pitch over for a strike call. Deloso 0 for 1 today. Reached on an error in the first and walked in the third. And the 1-1 pitch. High and tight for a ball. It's 2-1. And a 2-1 pitch catches the inside corner for a strike as the count evens up at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch bounces up there as the count moves to full to Deloso. O'Hanlon on deck and Ryan Coyne in the hole. Good cut there by Deloso as he just misses making some solid contact as he fouls that one off. And the payoff pitch. Fouled straight back. Once again, the payoff pitch. Fouled back again. You're watching the College Dreamstream series between Titus Baseball and Baseball U Scranton. Coming live from Clipper Magazine Stadium. And the payoff pitch, strike 3, struck him out in the outside corner. And here it is on the game changer replay. Oh, nice breaking pitch by McMinn to get him looking. And with one down, that'll bring up Brooks O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon 1 for 2 today, flew out to center field in the first and singled in the third. And that pitch just missed the mark. It's now 2-0. Brooks O'Hanlon. Here's 2-1 pitch O'Hanlon. Three and one. And the 3-1 pitch. Low ball 4. He walked him. So a Hanlon will be a 1-out base runner here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Ryan Coyne. Coyne is 1 for 2 today. Lined out to center field his first time up, back in the first, and singled in the third. And the first offering to him misses the mark for a ball. Over to first base. Close play over at first, but not in time. So Hanlon just gets back in time, and here it is again on the game changer replay. It's a good quick move. And he does just get underneath the tag. And the 1-0 pitch is high for a ball. It's 2-0. Tying run at first base, no Hanlon. That one bounces up there. No Hanlon will move up to second base. Again, O'Hanlon represents the tying run, now 180 feet away. And that's ball 4. So Ryan Coyne draws a walk. Back-to-back walks given up by McMinn. And a quick visit to the mound by his catcher, Kolakowski, to have a quick conversation. And that'll bring up Alex Hinton. Hitting 0 for 1 today. Lined out to center field his first time up and walked in the third. And the first pitch to Hinton. Over first strike called. McMinn gets a sign and checks a runner. And the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball in the hole, a deep hole. He's going to get in for a single. As all the runners advance, and an infield single for Hinton. And the bases will be loaded for Alex Frank. That was a classic case where Stetz was holding a runner at second. And Hinton hit it where they weren't. So an infield single for Hinton. This is now loaded with only 1 out. Here's the first pitch to Alex Frank. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. 80 miles an hour. And the 0-1 pitch. Pop foul straight back and out of play as the count moves quickly 0-2 to Alex Frank. McMinn gets his sign, checks the runners. The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Frank goes down swinging for out number 2. It'll be up to Trey Truesdell to keep this inning going for Titus baseball. And here it is again on the game changer replay. Right at the letters as he swings through that one. Again, Truesdell now at the plate. He takes the first pitch low and away for a ball. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Bounces up there for a ball. Kolakowski will have to keep his head on a swivel. Runners at, especially the tie and run, 90 feet away from scoring. Here's the pitch. High ball 3. 3-0 to count with nowhere to put him. To Trey Truesdell. And the 3-0 pitch. Over for a strike call. Truesdell taking all the way with bases loaded. Tie and run at third. He'll be looking to swing away on this 3-1 pitch. And that catches the inside corner for a strike call. It's now full at 3-2. As McMinn continues to battle his way back, being down 3-0. Tough situation with the bases loaded. And a payoff pitch. Line drive. That's falling quickly. That's going to fall for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes Coyne. He will score. And it's an 2 RBI single for Trey Truesdell here in the bottom of the 5th. With runners down at the corners with 2 outs, that'll bring up Justin Benenhoff. He fouls that one straight back. Tice baseball leads 6-5 here in the bottom of the 5th inning with 2 down and runners at the corners. Benenhoff looking to keep this one going. Swing and a miss by Benenhoff. It's now quickly 0-2 to him. McMinn, the runner goes on the pitch. Defensive indifference as there's no throw. Count now 1-2 to Benenhoff. And a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Titus baseball plates 2 here in the bottom of the 5th. We will go to the top of the 6th with your score 6-5 here on BFA. All right, we move to the top of the 6th inning. Bohanna now on the mound for Titus baseball. He'll face Evan Gonzalez, Andrew Wallace, and Cale Hafner here in the top of the 6th. And the first offering is pop foul, first base side, and out of play. Gonzalez 0 for 1 today, was hit by a pitch in the 2nd. He flew out the left in the 4th. And the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball hung out there for a ball. It's 1-1.
I lost the profile. It says I have it on this side, so it's got to be on that.
And the 1-1 pitch. Bounces up there for a ball. It's 2-1. Again, Bohanna on the mound for Titus baseball in relief of Hinton. And here's the 2-1 pitch. Bounces up there for a ball. It's 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch is high and out of the zone, ball 4. So Evan Gonzalez is a leadoff base runner here in the top of the 6th. And he represents a tying run. Now we'll bring up Andrew Wallace. And there goes the runner right on the first pitch. And he gets in there safely with a stolen base. So Gonzalez steals second, put the Baseball U Scranton in a scoring position, only 180 feet away from tying this contest. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Wallace now in a hole, 0-2. Cale Hafner waits on deck. And the 0-2 pitch. Low for a ball. One and 2 to count to Andrew Wallace. Gonzalez at second base. Again, representing the tying run. And that one bounces up there. That's a live ball, so Gonzalez will find himself at third base. And now the count moves to 3-2 to Andrew Wallace, I believe. We'll see if we're staying corrected on this one. We'll wait for the home plate umpire. Hannah winds and the pitch. Our ground ball right field. That'll be a base hit. Gonzalez will score. Wallace heading into second base. He's going to round second. He's going to try for third. Here comes the throw. And he is safe with a triple. Andrew Wallace comes up big in the clutch. Get the RBI triple to knock in Gonzalez. And here it is again on the BFA Game Changer Instant Replay. Goes the opposite way beautifully, right down just inside the bag. And goes all the way to the corner. Gonzalez scores. And it's now 6-6. The lead run only 90 feet away and nobody out here in the top of the 6th. Cale Hafner now at the plate. Face Hannon. He lifts that one in left center field. That's in the gap. That's going to fall for a hit. Wallace is going to score easily. And Hafner in with a stand-up double. Here it is again on the Game Changer replay. As he takes this one beautifully into the gap. Sends Del Oso into center field, and a run scores. And it's now a 7-6 contest in favor of Baseball U. Mason Stetz now at the plate. Still nobody out here in the top of the sixth. 2 runs across for Baseball U Scranton. And that one's hit softly short. Coin across the diamond. Nice pick there at first base by Kwaka to get the first out of the inning. Hafner moves over to third base on the throw. 6-3 the put out, and that'll bring up Ben Kulikowski. Actually, this is James McMinn. My apologies. And a 1-0 pitch to McMinn. So he lifts them to right field. Slicing foul.
Yeah, Nick, I still don't have that.
2 runs across for Baseball U PA Scranton. Runner at third base and 1 out. A big spot for McMinn. Check swing foul. Count moves to 1-2 to McMinn.
Are you serious? You might want to pick up the
And a
battery.
2-2 pitch. Popped him up. First base side. Kwaka giving chase and runs out of room. Count remains 1-2 to James McMinn. Santa gets a sign and winds. And a 1-2 pitch is inside for a ball. It evens up at 2-2.
You're in Lancaster, bro. That's what that smell is.
And a 2-2 pitch is fouled away.
You're still close to the farmland, but you're downwind. Don't worry, me and Al's in the booth too, so that could be part of the problem.
There's a ball lifted to center field. Coming in is Del Oso. He may have a shot at the plate, and it looks like Hefner decided to sit there at third, realizing that ball was hit shallow center field. So that will be out number 2.
Yep, we're back.
And with 2 down, now it'll bring up Ben Kulikowski. He takes that first pitch over for a strike. And the 0-1 pitch misses the mark. It's now 1-1. Line drive. Snagged there nicely by Coyne. That'll end the inning. But not before Baseball U Scranton plates 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors. And 1 left. We will go to the bottom of the 6th for your score. 7-6 here on BFA. All right, we move to the bottom of the sixth inning. This will be it for Titus baseball. So we run out of time. We cannot start a new inning after an hour and 45 minutes. And leading it off is Bohanna. Oh, that one just missed him. No, they called dead ball. It did catch him in the back. So Hannah will be a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the sixth, and that'll bring up Drew Quaka. Yeah, he takes the first pitch over for a strike. Quaka 0 for 2 today, reached on an error by the third baseman and struck out in the fourth. He pops that one foul first base side, and it's quickly 0-2. Quick throw over to first base, not in time. Hannah gets back. That ball's lifted to right field. Oh, and that one's a foul ball. What a great effort in right field by Hafner. Here it is on the game changer replay. Looked like he had a beat on it. But that is a dicey spot. Let's see if it lands fair or foul. Oh, it's definitely foul. Great work. Who was that on the camera? Is that Mr. Charles Hope? He is a beast. Look at that work by Charles Hope. Swing and a miss by Quaka. He didn't want to chase that one. So he goes down swinging. And with one down, that'll bring up George Vahinovich. Runner at first base and one out. And the pitch. Low for a ball. That ball's lifted to right field. Hefner has a beat on it, makes the squeeze for out number 2. And we move back to the top of the order with Mike Deloso. Now stepping to the plate with 2 down. Deloso is 0 for 2 today. Reached on an error in the first, walked in the third, and struck out looking in the fifth. The first offering from Healy. Breaking ball over for a strike. And the 0-1 pitch is high and away for a ball. It's 1-1. Healy sets. And a 1-1 pitch. Just missed him. Deloso did a great job at avoiding that one. And it's now 2-1. Tying run at first with 2 outs. Healy sets. And the pitch. Swing and a miss by Deloso. Count evens up at 2-2. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Healy. Breaking ball right back at him. He squeezes, and that'll end the ball game. So baseball U Scranton comes back and scores in the top of the sixth, wins this one 7-6, as this will end here, I believe. Should be the hour and 45 minutes. We'll see you next on a separate stream here on BFA Sports.